Pwan is an acronym for Property World African Network. So when you hear Pwan, it means Property World African Network. It was established in March 2012. So in that effect, means that Pwan is over 8 years. We celebrated our 8th-year anniversary in March this year, and it was amazing. You know, over her 8 years of existence, Pwan has empowered thousands of people and families and have given them a source of earning legitimate income doing real estate business. And one of those people is the person talking to you today. You know, in the course of the training, you will also get to know some things about me and what Pwan has done in my life. Kinds of finance, in so many aspects, you will hear about it. Thousands have seen their lives transformed and can now live a comfortable life and also help them achieve their dreams of owning their own homes. One of the best things that can happen to anyone, especially in Lagos State here, is to have your own home. That's one of the best things that can happen to you, because by the time you pay rent, you know, with all that happened within for the past months from March to this lockdown period, every landlord, once your rent expires, he will tell you, please, you have to pay. You won't tell him that because there was lockdown, you won't pay your rent. You have to pay. Whether your offices were closed, were affected or not, you have to pay your rent. So one of the best things that can happen to anyone is to have your own home. At least you know that you're no more paying rent every month, every year. So Pwan will position to group financial heroes through the power of real estate network marketing to make home ownership dream a reality. That's our vision. I want you to take note of this. Our vision is to make home ownership dream a reality. And then our mission that will help us achieve this vision is to discover affordable lands in fast developing areas, and make this known to you, and also show you how you can make money and buy this land and build your own home, and how you can make money to buy your own home. So this is what we do. Our vision is to make home ownership dream a reality, and then our mission statement is to show you, is to discover affordable lands and make it known to you, and also show you how you can buy those lands too, and then own your own home, instead of being a signboard telling people, buy land. A lot is happening in Ibeju. You know, there are a lot of people that, if not because of this opportunity that Pwan brought, a lot of people will be directing people to Ibeju, telling people that are not even in Lagos to subscribe to lands in Ibeju. They will buy and they don't have. And then maybe in the next 10, 20 years, your children will be saying, hey, a lot is happening. You say, yes, that we are the ones that sold all the land in Ibeju. They say, okay, where is your own land? You say, actually, please, I know that there's nobody like that amongst us here. So our core values is that we are accountable, we are accountability, we are very responsible people, and then we are people of integrity, and we are service oriented, and we render excellent service. When I mean service oriented, one of our MDs, there's this illustration that he always gives, and I like that illustration a lot. He says, Usain Bolt is the fastest man on earth today. At least for now, nobody has beat him in that record, right? He's still the fastest, is he not? Yes. So, and assuming now you have Usain Bolt, two Usain Bolts, one in Aja under bridge and one at VGC, and two of them are to get to Chevron. So which of the Usain Bolt will get to Chevron first? Remember, we have one at Aja under bridge, then we have another one at VGC here. Which of them will get to Chevron first?
The one at VGC.
The one in VGC.
Yes.
Why do you think so?
Because it's closer.
Okay, because it's closer. Alright. But do you know that the one in Aja can get to Chevron before the one in VGC?
It can, if they're not using the same road.
He said if they're not using the same road. It's possible, depending on the kind of service. Because the truth about it is that these two people is the same service they render. It's just like when I told us I used to work in the bank. When I was in, take for instance, when I was in Diamond Bank, and I want somebody that banks with GT to open an account with me. It's the same service that Diamond Bank renders, that GT renders. So what do you think that I should tell this person that will make him leave GT and open an account with me? It's the same service, it's the same current account, savings account, corporate account, give loan, and all that. So what do you think? It's service. It's service. The way, the kind of service I render to him that will make him leave GT. So that's why in some banks they have some special packages, that they can even, you don't even need to come to the bank. They will bring the service to your house. Like then we call it exclusive banking. Whenever the person needs it, he will just call. Please, I want this. His checkbook, everything, you will bring it to his house. You will have a special package for them. So in P1, we are service oriented and we render those services excellent. So I want you to have it at the back of your mind, even as we are going, because these are the things that will get you those clients that you want. There are so many real estate companies today in Lagos, and all of them are selling lands in Ibeju. All of them are selling houses. They are doing the same services. So why would they come to you? It's because of the service that you render. Have it at the back of your mind. Then these are our founders, amazing couple. You will hear the testimony of this couple even in the course of this training. They are Dr. Austin Osioma Omumere and Dr. Mrs. Jane Obioma Omumere. These are the founders of P1 Group. It was founded by this couple in March 2012. At a time they were homeless. This couple were homeless for over 2 years, sleeping from one church to the other. They slept in over 20-something churches between Aja and Shogoti. Homeless, completely homeless. But today, God has used them to bless a lot of lives. Presently, we have over 35,000 partners, PBOs in P1. And it's one testimony or the other that you will hear. So this is the brief history. Just like I said earlier on, P1 was founded in 2012. At the time they were homeless and simply looking for just 300,000 to pay for a rent where they will live. Then out of this wilderness experience, P1 was vetted, and that is what drives the vision of making this home ownership dream a reality for as many people as possible. So this homeless couple, who were at the time squatting from place to place, ended up building a brand which has in turn created several landlords. We have several landlords amongst us, and more are coming, and millionaires in the real estate industry. The brand started at P1 Homes, then at our head office in Shogoti, and today we have 17 affiliates as of today. 17 affiliates. There are 17 affiliates operating under the umbrella of P1 Group. All of this became possible as we consistently follow our vision, which has kept us together. And what is that vision? Making home ownership dream a reality. And how do we achieve it? By discovering affordable lands in fast developing areas. We make it known to the public, and we also teach you how you can make money by your own land. All right, so let's continue. These are the affiliates that we have: P1 Homes, Edge, Plus, Haven, Premium, Pro, Royal, Lekki, Star, Legend, Prime, Max, Advantage, Bazaar, Signature, and then P1 Precious. So my name is, I will put my name in the light. Then what's your own name? Put it there. My own is P1 Precious. All right, so these are the affiliates, and it's still counting. So, and it's important for you to also to note that P1 is the first real estate network marketing in the world. We are the first real estate company that introduced network marketing. Every real estate company today, they are using that model, network marketing. But before, it wasn't like that. Before then, what they do is that if you have a land, you bring somebody who buys it. At the end of the day, they will just give you 5%. And that 5%, it might be, this person will say, this person gave me the contact and gave me, by the time you check it, is over maybe 10 or 15 people, or depending, that will share that 5%. But when P1 came, P1 now had to break that wall, and today, all you need to do as you're sitting here watching me is that you register with us, subscribe into what we are doing, and when you refer someone to us, the company pays you depending on your, if you came in as a with 1,650, the company pays you 5 to 10%. If you are you come in as with 52,650, the company pays you 15%, and some other incentive that follows it. And whoever it is that got into the business, you owe that person nothing, because the company will also sort out that person on its own till the third generation. So we are the first real estate company that introduced network marketing. I want you to clap for Pwan. It's amazing. We make home ownership dream a reality. Just like I said, we introduced network marketing because of its multi-level compensation plan. As the first ever company to incorporate network marketing into real estate globally, we empower people to make honest living. In fact, when I came to Pwan, I told you that my upline told me about the network aspect of it and the land, and that was, these two things were no for me. So, but she just said, come for the training. So when I came for the training, I said, okay, since there are two ways to this business. If I sell, I get direct commission. If I bring in people to work in my team and they sell, I make 5%. I said, okay. I tried the first month, second month. No, the first month I came in, no sales was coming in. So what I did was I started recruiting. The first person I recruited into the business, I first of all told him about buying land, because he has the money to buy. Then he was like, he said, no, that he doesn't want now for that, he wants house. You're just giving one excuse or the other. I now introduced the business to him. And immediately he got into it and signed up as a partner, and I left. So 2 weeks, I think that was my third week into the business. I was at home and I got alert. You can imagine an alert that made me carry my phone to head office because I thought it's a mistake. I said, maybe this woman mistakenly transferred money into my account. Let me just go and report myself. So I got to the head office. When I got there and I showed them $500,000, I asked them, I said, please, why did you make this kind of mistake? They said, mistake. I said, I have not sold anything. They said, you brought in someone. I said, how? He said, yes, that person you brought in, he sold. So this is your 5. Wow. You can imagine what that did to me. And I now went into action. I started recruiting as if recruitment is just what the business is all about. Anybody I see, I first of all show you the alert and tell you what are you still waiting for. Before you know it, my colleagues in the bank, everybody that cares to know, I was just recruiting. And that was how within 1 year I became a senior manager. I knew a senior partner then. We were asking senior partner then. For you to be a senior partner, you will have nothing less than 30 partners. And 30 people that register with 37,650. I was just doing that. So it was in the course of the process that I now had to start making sales. Do you get? So it's a two-way thing. That's just the most beautiful part of it in this business. So the P1 Group presently, we operate in 14 states in Nigeria. We are in Ogun State, we are in Lagos, we are in Oyo, we are in Edo. So you can recruit people from any of those states. You can recruit people outside Nigeria. I have people in US that are in my team. I have people in UK. I have in Asia. I have someone in Hong Kong. I have in Australia. There's no limit to what this business can offer you. There's nobody that doesn't want money. No matter who the person is, you think maybe the person wants it. Because multiple sources of income, at least what happened in this lockdown have taught us a lot. So don't say, no, let me just concentrate on selling. There are some times that you might not sell, and people under you are selling, and you are just at the comfort of your home. Alarm is hitting your phone. We don't call it alarm anymore. So this is how it works. You come on board and then you are expected to bring in 5 people. So when you bring in 5 people, you teach those 5 people to bring in their own 5. Please, anybody that comes your way should hear about this good news. Is there anybody here who is not a Christian? Okay, we are all Christians. You know, just like the same way that everybody that comes your way should hear about Jesus. That's the same way everybody that comes around you should hear about this business. And let me tell you, the person who introduced network marketing is Jesus. Jesus is the first network marketer. Do you agree with me?
Actually.
He is the first network marketer. And that's why till today the church is still using that model. If you come to church today, the pastor will preach. When you hear it, you go out there, you tell somebody, you need to come and hear my pastor. In fact, by the time you hear my pastor preach, all those your needs will just disappear. And the next Sunday, the person will follow you to church. What are you doing? You are the referrer. The person will come. After hearing, you will go to his own network and bring in people. Because this was what Jesus did. When he came here, he raised 12 apostles, trained them, sent them out, and those people went and they were preaching. So after his death, when he ascended into heaven, all of them scattered to different nations, and wherever they are, they were preaching the gospel. So if you apply that in this business, it will work. It's not something that you alone will do. Just get your 5 and train them. Let them go and get their 5. But that does not mean that after getting that your 5, you will not go to sleep. Even till today, the pastor that have branch churches all over the world is still preaching, still winning souls. So don't say because I've gotten my 5, I will not relax. You keep recruiting. But make sure that the people under you are doing the same thing. Because whatever they do, it counts for you. That's network marketing, the way it is. So Pwan is the leading network marketing real estate firm in the world today. Can we clap for Pwan? We are not exaggerating, we are just saying the truth. It's the leading network marketing real estate firm in the world. We have empowered a lot of entrepreneurs and network marketers in the field of real estate throughout Nigeria. You know, over 70% of our MDs and EDs of different affiliates that we have, we are once partners like you. We are once partners like you. You know, we have made thousands of people homeowners through a highly flexible business model. We now have estates and operate in 14 states in Nigeria. We have sold and allocated many of our estates, while others are at various stages of development. For me, one thing I love so much about Pwan is that, in fact, over 95% of the lands that are sold have been allocated. Once the client has finished paying, allocation takes place. Hello? Hello? This is Pwan for you. So when we say that we have allocated many of our estates, while others are at various stages of development, we know what we are saying. We have commenced buildings in some of our estates. We have so many of our estates that buildings are going on right now. We have started a program to enable our members own their own home, which is why we are here today, PBO, using a flexible payment plan where you are given at least within 2 years to 5 years to pay for either 2-bedroom all-in-suite apartments or 3-bedroom duplex, whichever one it is that you can. You have a flexible payment plan, and you also earn income and various incentives in the process. Can you imagine that? You know, you are working towards owning your own home, and at the same time, you also earn income and various incentives. We have taken many of our deserving members on several all-expense paid trips abroad. We have given brand new cars to deserving members. Clap for Pwan. So this is our first ambassador in Pwan. She is Ambassador Otoremi. She is the very first ambassador that Pwan has. In the course of the training, I will tell you the benefits of being an ambassador of Pwan. Then this is Ambassador Tosin. That was in 2016, and that's her husband. Today, this couple, they are the MD and CEO of Pwan Star. So they were once partner like you, but today they are the MD and CEO of Pwan Star. And that's Ambassador Wefi. Currently, he's the MD of Pwan Heritage. He was once an ambassador. In fact, Ambassador Wefi said he registered with 1650. He started with 1650. Today he's an MD. And then this Ambassador Iberi, she's the star ambassador in 2017. You know what it means that in 2017 we had about 5 or 6 ambassadors that emerged, but she is the star one, as in she has the highest one. She's the star ambassador, Ambassador Iberi. And then this Ambassador Evangelist Vera, she was the lady that was training the very first day I came. And today she's the ED of Pwan Premium. This Ambassador Sweet Season, he is the MD of Pwan Bazaar. This Ambassador Chinedu, he's my upline. He's the one that brought the person who brought me into the business. And then this is Ambassador Inyola. He's the MD of Pwan Edge. This Superstar Ambassador Priska in 2018. The Pwan Group Superstar Ambassador. And then we have Ambassador Funke. That was in 2018 too, but she was Pwan Plus Superstar Ambassador. Pwan Plus Superstar. And then our current ambassador, Ambassador Antonia Chinelo Obodo. Let's clap for Pwan. Amazing. You know, this was her car that was handed over to her in March this year when we had our event. Honestly, you know, in this kind of car, you know, there are some houses that witches and wizards, they don't. By the time they get to the day, they will die. In fact, they don't even, you know, whenever they are having their meeting and planning on where to go, they don't come to those kind of areas. So in this kind of car, when you're driving this car, we call it car. It's not and this is 2020 model. Wow. 2020 model. Pwan, they make sense. And then this was the for all expense paid trips in 2013, 2017 in Dubai. Amazing. 2019 in Dubai. This Dubai. You know, when they got to Dubai for this Eagle Summit, you know, it happens to be that some of our celebrities were there. Like you can see Yomi Casual, see what is the name of this? Alex Ekubo, and these other ones. IK. I think this is AY. And the host of them, even Choma Chukwuka, and the host of them, they came there too. So it was fun. You know, Pwan would you know, in fact, please, what was going for Pwan all expense paid trips? No, by the time you come back, there's something traveling does for you. I'm telling you, my dad usually he said, in Igbo, we said, Onyi siawo na konyenje. Onyenjenje go onyi siawo, as in, a traveler is wiser than a gray-headed person. There is something traveling does for you. It does. So don't even trade it with anything. That's why when you see some of these government officials that work in this state, they move them to another state and all that. When you see the person reason and the way he relates with people, usually different. Yes. And your Pwan will always give you the best. They will put you in a 5-star hotel, treat you like a king. Something you might not even do for yourself. Like if you, like now, okay, before I came to Pwan, I usually go on vacation on my own. I sponsor myself to any country that I have a visa to go to. But whenever I'm going to that place, I will always make sure that I look out for my family members or my friends to spot in their house. I've never gone to any hotel to go and pay and stay there. You get, the people will put you in a 5-star hotel, you will be treated like a king. So please work towards that. This is Dubai 2019, still in Dubai, and this was London. You know, the visa, everything will be taken care of by Pwan. This was London 2019, and then USA 2018. let me tell us something about this GoPro conference. You know, this was one of the catching things that got my attention when I came to Pwan. You know, because I know about Eric Warren, I've read his book GoPro, and I know about his conference. In fact, one of the years that I traveled, it happens to be that was when the conference was going on. I was telling my friend that if I had the money, that I would have loved to attend this conference. But the registration alone was $800 to register alone. And then you will now get, first of all, you have to have the visa, US visa, and then the flight, and then the hotel. And getting a hotel in New York is expensive. Do you get? But all these things were taken care of. You can imagine the number of people that traveled with people. All these people were taken care of. I remember that this young man, Casey, he did a video in his hotel room, live video like this. He was all alone in one powerful room like this. When I was watching the video, I said, I said, Precious, don't worry. You know, it's a wonderful experience, something that, you know, P1 will make sense. Streets in Ghana 2019. Can you imagine? You know, the picture couldn't capture all of us in this we are too many. In fact, Ghanaians, they knew that we came from the airport. From the airport, they were saying, as if they knew that Nigerians came. In fact,
even that hotel.
The hotel. In fact, the hotel, do you know, because it was buffet. It was buffet, we were eating morning, afternoon. So each time we come down for either our breakfast or our lunch. In fact, at the time they gave us a place. It was something else. They've never had that kind of crowd. You know, you can imagine a company that sponsored all these people. And you know, there are some people that have never even gone to Cotonou, but this gave them an opportunity to travel. There are some people that this was their first trip. In fact, this was their first time of entering a plane. You know, it is amazing. And you know, from this trip, some of us that went for this trip, later that same last year, went for 10 days ship cruise, Jewel of the Sea. It was 10 days they were in this ship cruise that is, oh dear Lord Jesus, please. It's amazing. You know, these are, after you have received your commission, these are just side incentives. And then we have what we call performance bonus. You know, it's only in banks that I know that they do that at the end of the year, they have what we call a profit share. You know, the profit that they've made for the year, they will bring out some percentage and share to their staff. P1 does that. So we call it performance bonus. If you're able to meet up a particular target, they've paid you your commission, they've taken you for all expense paid trip, maybe you've even qualified for car, you've gotten all those things, they will still give you this. So this Mr. Joseph Ayodele got 972,000. That was as of 2017. 2017, I think dollar was still at dollar was still at 2 something or 3 something. Then at that 2018, Madam Funke got 2,075,000. After all the commission and all this lady was one of the most traveled. In fact, that year, I'm sure she traveled over 6 times. In fact, at the time, she said her passport was even almost, they stamped almost everywhere. It was traveled both within and outside Nigeria. You know? And then this one was this year's one, it was paid in March. That's me there. We got, you know, it's amazing. Performance bonus for 2020. And let me tell you what it takes for you to qualify for this performance bonus. Make sure you make sales between January 1st to 31st of December, worth at least from 15 million up, from 5 different affiliates. Hello? From 5 different affiliates, you make sales, not just from one affiliate, but 5 different affiliates. Because I told us we have over, initially it was 3, but this year is now 5. So make from 15 million up, 5 different affiliates with 45 funds. So, evolution of the P1 business model. This started in 2012. Many people got empowered. Since P1 started, so many people have gotten empowered. So many people have made a lot of money. Do you know that on a weekly basis, there are people in this business on a weekly basis that they earn 7 figures. When I mean 7 figures, their money, the money that hits their account is in millions. Every week, they are getting this money. And then, some of them have been in this business for 2, 3, 4 years. And as that money is coming, the very first thing is that you just say, come on, I need to change my wardrobe. You start looking for wardrobe. You now start remembering all the designers. You start remembering, I have to get this kind of car. I have to change this compound. I have to move away from there. I want to move to a duplex. I want to move to a secured estate and all that. I know as the money is, as you're doing that, the person now forgot that he should get his own house or buy his own land, so that in the near future he won't be thinking about how to pay rent. So this was one of the things that gave birth to P1 business model. So that as that money is coming, you are investing it wisely. You just give yourself a period of 2 to 5 years. You have your own house, so that you know that nothing like paying rent anymore. So that was how it started. So today we are telling you that you too can become a PBO if you have not started. And we're going to put you through on how it works. Our P1 Business Owners Program. As in the estate industry, I'm following a vision of making home ownership dream a reality. P1 Group designed this program for her members to begin their journey towards owning their own property by subscribing to a house. You know, initially I said, don't be a signboard that will be telling people, own land in Ibejuleki, buy this, you know, you might even sell 200 plots, 300 plots, everybody's clapping for you. But you don't even have a plot to yourself there. So P1 Business Owner Program is a program designed for you to become a proud owner. In fact, one of the estates I sold from P1 Haven. The person that subscribed into that estate, do you know this my selling point? Was when I told him that I have a plot in that estate that I'm paying for. Immediately I said it, he subscribed. He said, oh, you have a plot you're paying for. I said it. He now subscribed for 3 plots. He subscribed for 3 plots. He said, I want my own plot to be closer to you. I said, I said, okay. Oh, I said, that's not a problem. You know, he wanted it to be in the same street. But you know, because he paid outright, so we had to get a place for him. But the thing is that, see his own street, see mine. So we are close. But when he said, I want to see your own, I said, see my own here, see yours. So we are neighbors. It's just about 2 minutes trek. You get, so the selling point for me was that I subscribed into it. You know, you can't sell what you don't eat. You're telling people buy, but you don't have. Do you have? Have you even started? We have as low as 850,000 naira. You can subscribe into it and give yourself 1 year to pay off. As the commission is coming, forget about those designer shoes and clothes. If you buy now, in the next 6 months, it will go out of fashion. Collect all those things, they will go out of fashion. But when you have a land, it's a timeless gift. It stands the test of time. So that was why this was arranged, that with this, you can become a proud landowner or house ranging from 1.5 million to 60 million naira, depending on your capacity. You know? Then, what is P1 Business Owner Program? It gives you the liberty to choose the best payment plan suitable for your budget and work with it. It also gives you the liberty to choose the location you want. Just like I said, we are in about 14 states in Nigeria currently and still counting. So you can choose from any of those estates. If you want Lagos, you can choose from Lagos. If you want from your hometown or from the states, whichever place it is, you can choose from any of them and buy. So you choose where you have, or you can even say, okay, you subscribe as a PBO, you'll be paying, but at the end of the day, you said, okay, I have my own land, maybe in a particular state. I want Pwan to develop that land. Did you get the point I made?
Yes. Right.
So it's very flexible. You have it in mind. P1 business owner or PBO is a member of the P1 group that starts his or her P1 business by first subscribing for a house or a land. When you sign up, you first subscribe for a house or a land for yourself. You know, once you do that, there is this, is in your subconsciousness that every month you have to bring out some amount of money. And the way it is even structured, you can either pay monthly or by or quarterly, or maybe in 2 months' time. You know, so it's not something that you say, okay, what if this month I didn't have? You can pay quarterly, but let it just be on your subconsciousness that I have this that I'm doing, and then you go ahead with it. What are the benefits of being a PBO? You earn PV. For those of us that are into network marketing, you understand what PV is. It's point value. That's the currency that we use in P1. So every point value accrued is translated to cash. What does this mean? If you subscribe today, or if you're coming for the first time and you sign up today with 52,650, that 52,650, 1,650 is your registration fee, and then the 36 is the annual or admin fee that we pay. Then the 15,000 there is the minimum that you use in subscribing either for house or for land. And that's already will fetch you 35 PV. That 35 PV, that's what we say, that point value will be translated to cash. And then 50% of that money is paid into your home ownership account. And then the other 50% is paid to your account. So you see, P1 just made it easy for you. And another beautiful part about this PV is that it's not just you that will be the one that will be getting the PV. If you bring in people as they are coming, whatever they do, even till the 8th generation, whatever PV that they generate counts for you. So if this person brings a PV that will get her 1,000 point value, when you convert it to cash, I think it should be, I think one PV is 12 naira, and then you calculate it. If she has 1,000 PV that she got maybe through her payment, or maybe somebody she brought in made that payment, that point value will count for her, that 1,000, count for the person that brought whoever the client, and count even for her upline till the 8th generation. I don't know whether you get it. So you find out that at the end of the day, if you subscribe for a house, maybe 2-bedroom all in suit, which is 15 million naira, you will end up not paying that 15 million alone, because those PV that will be translated to cash will also count for you, thereby reducing the amounts you're paying. So the more people you have in your team and the more subscribers you have, the chances of reducing the amount you should have paid.
And also the time.
And the time. God bless you. So I'm telling you, in less than 2 years, in our very eyes, and I will be among those first people that will get this house. It is possible. It is very, very possible. Just tell yourself it is possible. You know, the Bible said that God has given us everything that pertains to life and godliness. So everything is possible. Just tell yourself it is. Because you might be saying, how would this thing, and you'll be surprised on that day, somebody will get a house. Why wouldn't that person be you? You choose the location of your house or land. You can subscribe for the home ownership for your children. You can even subscribe for your children. You can subscribe for your children. You can choose to pay monthly, bi-monthly, or quarterly. I remember I always say this, that my grandfather, I didn't meet him. In fact, he died many years, even before I was born. But the land my grandfather acquired when he was alive, till today, those lands are still there. his great-great-grandchildren, once you get to 18 years, they will give you a portion of land. This was a land somebody acquired long time ago. He died long time even before independence. But till today, the land that he has, his great-grandchildren, once you are a male and you are 18 years, they will give you a plot of land. And there are many. He married many wives, so he has a lot. So you can imagine what it means for you to subscribe for your child. By the time that child is out of university, he's already a landlord. That issue of paying rent is off his budget. That's one of the best things you can do for your child. Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, I came in late, so I don't know if I'm taking you back.
No, after the training.
After this, we'll get questions.
Alright, so you can choose to pay monthly, bi-monthly, or quarterly. You can also win brand new cars. You can qualify for all expense paid trips. At least you saw the trips, seen the cars and all that. So then we have 12 ways you can earn income as a P1 business owner. We have 12 ways through direct recruitment bonus. I want to announce to us, how many of us are aware that we are this month we have double referral bonus going on. Do you know what referral bonus means?
No.
Okay, if you sign up as a PBO with 52,650, and then this month you bring in someone who signs up with this 52,650, the company, they're supposed to pay you 7,200, but because of the double referrals bonus, the company will pay you from that registration, just one person, they will pay you 14,400 from just one person. So you can imagine you bring in 10 people, you will get 144,400 just by registering them. And then your upline will now get 5,760 from each of that registration that you do. So please take advantage of it this month, campaign it, talk about it. You know, there are so many ways. If as you are talking about land, you're talking about house, you can do the recruitment too. And mind you, when those people come on board, because for them to subscribe with 52,650 means that the person has signed up for a house or a land. So each time the person makes payment, it fetches you PV, both for the person and for you. So the advantage is all encompassing. Then we have direct sales commission. When you sell, depending on your level of registration, you get 5% to 15%. 5% to 15%. Indirect sales commission in 3 levels. Like if you bring in someone, like, what's the name? Okay, Ngozi was the one that brought him, and he brought her. If she makes sales, she gets 15%. When he sells, Ngozi makes 5%, you get 15%. And then when she sells, you get 5%, she gets 3%. But you know that this level of indirect commission from these 3% and 2% is dependent now on the number of people that are PBOs that are under your team. But if you are the one that brought him in and he sells, you will get 5%. But for you getting her 3% depends if you have up to 5 PBOs that are under you that are active. So there are so many ways to make money from this business. And then the center recruitment bonus, a good number of assistant managers have their own centers where they organize trainings all over Lagos and even outside Lagos. So in that center, any recruitment that is done there, you have a bonus attached to it. And then any sales that is made from that center, you have a bonus to the owner, to the person that started the center. Then we have PBO monthly performance bonus. We have annual performance bonus. We have PBO PV bonus. You will get to know about all this. We have PBO elite and VIP bonus. You will get to know about it as we are going on. Then manager or leadership bonus, and then director bonus. These are the 12 ways that you can make money is B1. Alright? Then, you see, you bring your 5, you teach them to bring their 5. Because we grow faster together. Instead of you doing the whole job alone. It's a teamwork. And then how to make money using the point value system. Each time you recruit a PBO, you will earn point value. Each time you recruit a PBO, you earn a point value. Each time a PBO recruited by you subscribe for her home ownership, you still earn point value. We all know what point value is, right?
Yes.
We all know what it means, right? That's the currency we use in PBO here. Every time a PBO recruited by you does make his or her monthly deposit, it earns you PBO. So at the end of the day, just like he said, even before the time, you would have met your targets and then you have your house given to you. So illustration, just like I have been saying it, assuming you recruit 5 PBOs, who also do the same. This is what will happen in your business in 8 months or years or any time in between. So let's see it. Let's move to the next slide. You see, you recruit 5 people, and those 5 they bring in their 5, and then that 5 they bring in their own 5 too. Let me tell you, there are some people that will come into the business and they will want to sleep. In fact, they will come, they will say, the reason maybe why she is always calling me is because she knows that each time I make sales, she will get indirect. Say, I beg, you should leave me alone. Excuse me, you are yourself. Do you get? Because when you own up this business, you find out that you are even the one. The company cannot pay your upline more than they pay you. You are the one. You are the one that brought in the client, and the company paid you 15% for it, and the other incentive that comes with it, the company pays you those things. When it comes to trip, the company will not say, because you are this person brought into the business, we will take you on a trip and take him. No, if he did not qualify for the trip, he won't go. In fact, the first time I came in, the very first year I came in, my upline qualified for partners retreat, went for the retreat, took picture, was sending it to me. Sorry, my downline. Send me those pictures. This my downline, the first P1 convention I attended when I came into the business. My downline qualified for generators, television, refrigerator, a whole lot of things. And because she works in the bank, she didn't have the time to come. I was the one that went in there, collected those things on her. Collected those things on. I didn't qualify for anyone. So when the company said, okay, because Precious, you are the one that brought her, we'll share those things. No. So you have to own up this business and do it with all your might. Because there are some people that will come in, they will just want to, they won't want to. That's why you keep recruiting. Keep recruiting. So it keeps on going like it's still the 8th generation. Note the above is just for illustration purposes only. Your earnings will be dependent on the amount of effort you put in. It still boils down to you, your attitude, your mindset. It matters. So, growth pattern as a PBO. There are 9 levels here. P1 business owner. Now, when you sign initially, you become a P1 business owner, PBO. And then, when you have 5 people that you have brought in that registered with that 52,650, you become an assistant manager. Hello? Am I communicating?
Yes.
Okay. So right now, I am in the 2nd stage. I have 5 people. I have more than 5. Then we've not gotten to the 3rd level. So that I have more than 5 people that have registered with 52,650. So I am an assistant manager in the business. Then when you have 30 people in your team that have registered with 52,650, and let me tell you, these 30 people mustn't be done by you alone. If you bring in 5 and those your 5 bring in their 555, it will count for you. In as much as each and every one of them becomes assistant manager, you will automatically become what? A manager. But at the same time, you can be the one that will bring the 30. Once you have 30 of those people in your team, you become a manager. And then from there, we move to senior manager, sapphire manager, emerald manager, diamond director, and then the national director. So let's move on so that you see how it goes. You know, the level 1, just like you said, is like you sign up as a PDO. Then level 2 is assistant manager. I told us this is where I am presently. I have 5 PDOs. You will be recognized as an assistant manager in the company. And then when you get to level 3, it means that you have developed 5 assistant managers, or that you have 30 people that have signed up with 2006. You have 30 of them in your team. You become a team manager. And then from there you move to the 4th level, which is senior manager. As a senior manager, it means that you have developed 5 managers. As in 5 people in your team have 30 people, 30 PBOs under them. So you'll be recognized as a senior manager. And then the 5th level, which is the sapphire manager, you develop 5 senior managers. This is where the work starts. Very well. You have to be very conscious of this now. You have to have 20,000 PVs on each pillar. In those, you have 5 pillars. On each of those pillars, you must have 20,000 PVs on each of them. If you have 100,000 PVs, maybe they are in 2 legs, you have 100,000 PVs, then you are still not a sapphire manager, because your leg is like this. It has to be balanced, meaning that you must have 20,000 PVs on each of those 5 legs. That's where the teamwork is. It's very important. And then once that is done, these are the benefits. You will get 1.2 million naira cash. These are aside the referral bonus that has been paid to you and the commission that you've been making. You will get 1.2 million naira cash, and then an all expense paid trip for 2. So if you're married, you can go with your spouse, or you can choose whoever you want to go with. It's an all expense paid trip for 2, or you can ask for a plot of land worth 1.5 million, or a marketing car value 1.5. So you have options, either a car worth 1.5, or you go on a trip for 2, or you ask for a land worth 1.5 million. These are the benefits. And then from there we move to level 7. Sorry, level 6, the emirate manager. As an emirate manager, you will have 5 sapphire managers, meaning that on each leg you have 100,000 PVs on each leg. Remember what I said? It won't be on 2 legs or 1. It has to be, even if you have more than 500,000 PVs, but on each leg they are not up to 100,000. You won't be an emirate manager. It has to be at least a minimum of 100,000 PVs on each of those 5 legs. These are the benefits. 1.5 million naira cash. Hello? Are you hearing me well?
Yes.
And then rent subsidy worth 1.5 million. Rent subsidy worth 1.5 million. Then car fund of 6 million naira. Giving a car fund. I will just go and look for. Let me not mention the car. Then level 7, which is the diamond manager. You develop 5 emirate managers with 500,000 PVs on each pillar. 500,000 PVs. Listen, let me tell you. Do you know why if you notice the way I call the points value 500,000? I want you to hear it very well. Don't fear those figures. Don't be moved by those figures. It's just a number. Just 000. Jesus paid the price for everything, including these figures. Yes. So with 500,000 PVs on each pillar, making it a total of 2.5 million naira. 2.5 million PVs. You know, if I'm calling it like this, it's because my father is the monarch of the universe. So it doesn't, I'm not moved by those things. You know, but the only thing it does to me is that it inspires me to go out and do more. Because for them to give this is because they know I can. Do you get? So don't be moved by the figures. Just be looking at the benefits. You know, Paul said, you know, because of what was said before him, Jesus endured the cross. He despised the shame. His eyes was on the prize. That's why when you see Usain Bolt as he's running, as they're just like this, he's looking at the terminal. He's not looking at whoever is there contesting with him. So when you have that mindset, and you are here but you've already reached the end, we will get there. So just be looking at these benefits. Eh? So on this one, the benefit is that you will have a house worth 30 million. I like this kind of thing. Then kitchen and household furniture worth 10 million naira.
Is it either or?
No, kitchen and household furniture.
Okay.
Your, you know, the kitchen, you know, me as the lady, that kitchen one got my attention. You know, there are some food that you cook in this kitchen, as you're eating it, you're speaking in tongues. It's in this kind of kitchen. You know, and household furniture worth 10 million. And then in that house with those things in, you will not be given a brand new car worth 15 million. Our ambassador that got, our current ambassador, the car that was given to her was 10 million naira in March. 10 million naira car, that brand new car. So here, you'll be given a car worth 15 million naira. Aside that, they will take you on in an all-expense paid vacation for the family. Father, mother, 4 kids. And then we'll give you 6 million naira for shopping. Hey, Jesus Christ. Please, can we clap for you? You know? Then, level 8, Diamond Director. You know, the very first day I saw this, I just told myself, I said, Precious, whatever you're doing, this, you are heading to this place. You know, if you are looking for a job in some organizations, because of the wealth of experience that you've had, you know, some people when they are looking for a job, they will tell them, okay, submit your CV, submit your this, you know, they will now analyze and say, okay, we have 100 people that apply for this job, we just picked 5. They will now invite you for interview or for exam and all that. Then there are some people, you don't go through that process. They will just put a call and say, please, we want you to come to the office for a chat. You know, and when you get to the office, they will just ask you, Ngozi, what do you have to offer? You know, they don't make it funny. You just, you know, you sit down, cross your leg with coffee and all those things. You don't telling them, you know, I have this, I can do, you know. So this is what Pwan is saying here. That when you get to this level, we don't need to publicize what we are giving to you. He says it will be personally communicated. You know, because if we write it here, some people will you know, there is this kind of mind that you will have to carry what will be here. But will it be done? Yes. So this is where I'm heading. So that's why I said don't look at those figures, 5,000 PV, 500,000 PV. Just be looking at this. That here the privileges will be personally communicated to, and they will do it. Yes. Then level 9, national director. Wow. Wow. You are a national director. Amazing. Amazing. Alright, so let's move to the next slide. How to subscribe as a PBO. Is there anybody coming for the very first time today? Alright. Oh, we have okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, you've not registered. You've not registered. All these things we are talking about.
No, I'm not registered, but I'm just coming for the training for the first time.
Okay. Now, this is how to subscribe. First and foremost, you register with 1,650. You know that 52,650 we are telling you about. This is how it's broken down. 1,650, you become an associate PBO. That's when you sell. If you just stop there, when you sell, and get maybe 5% of the worth of the land, whatever it is. And then the way you go further by paying annual fee of 36,000, that sums it up to 37,650. This automatically gives you 25 PV point value. And then when you pay 15,000 naira, making it 52,650, you now have 35 PV. That makes you a classic PV. It means that you are serious about this business. You have subscribed for your own land. That makes you a classic PV. Then there are some people that when you see them, you know that this person, what is 15,000 naira to him is chicken money. You tell him, he said, okay, I want the 15 million house or 30 million house. He can come in as an elite PBO by paying 150,000 naira. He will pay, instead of 15,000, he will pay 150. So 150 plus 37,650. That sums it up to 187,650.
Yeah.
So once that person comes in with this, automatically he has 100 PV plus the 25 PV for this. It's a total of 125 PV that the person has. And because you brought him in, this point also counts for you. So it adds up to your own points. And then there are some people that he can comfortably bring out 1.5 million. He will become a VIP PV. If that person pays that, he has 1,000 PV plus the 25 PV from the 37,650. It now sums it up to 1,025 PV plus 10 bonus points. Where we have 10, 12 ways that you can earn in PBO, one of them is this bonus points. So anybody that comes in with 1.5 million automatically has 10 bonus points. It counts for him and it also counts for you. Then you can continue to pay in any installment of yours, not less than 15,000 monthly. So when they subscribe like this and on a monthly or in 2 months time or in quarterly basis as they pay, whenever they make any payments, it counts for you as a PV also. So this is the account details where the payments can be made. Please, we have other account details, like for some of us, the old ones that are here, we have Diamond Access, we have GT, we have Fidelity, I think. But please, this Zenith Bank is faster in terms of them confirming the payments. You get it? Other ones are okay, but they might not confirm it immediately. They might need to get to the bank to do that. But once it's paid into this, it can be confirmed immediately. So it's faster, so that you could just do your registration transaction. So this is the step, registering as a PBO. And I must assure you that is user-friendly. These are linked, is user-friendly. Is there anybody having any issue with the registration? It's very user-friendly. So all you need to do is to send your link to whoever you are bringing into the business. The person clicks on the link, registers. Once he registers, automatically he gets an email from the company with the person's login details, password, and the username. And then here it goes. Wow. So we have come to the end of the lecture today. Congratulations, you are now a PBO. Wow. So thank you so much